U.S. Representative Ed Perlmutter announced this week that he will now run for re-election in Congressional District 7. A little more than a month after he dropped out of the 2018 gubernatorial race, Perlmutter states that now he's had time to regroup, consult with family and friends, and concluded he'd like to run for re-election. David, this is not the first politician who has decided after that he's not going to run to go back and rerun. But it's significant because there were a lot of Democrats that were hoping to take Perlmutter's position and now had to fade back away. They're not going to, there's not going to be a significant primary there. So does this hurt the Perlmutter brand because of the flip-flop, or because it's 2017, people are going to, this would be long history by the time we get to next year?
No, I don't think it really hurts the brand. He's so well known and well liked in that district, and is by far the strongest Democrat who could be on the ticket in that district because of his family ties that go back for many decades. My guess is the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee came to him and said, look, Ed, if you run, maybe you're even getting kind of bored of this. We understand that being the minority party in the Senate is okay, because one senator has tremendous power by the rules of the institution. Being in the minority in the House is not that great at all. You know, if you're the ranking member of a committee, that's a big thing. Other than that, you know, you really can't do that much except have the honor and all that, and you know, whatever, enjoy casting your vote. But if Perlmutter didn't run, then the Democrat National Party would have to put some significant money into funding that open seat to hold it. And they can say, look, Ed, there's a chance the Democrats can take the House, and then you can be in the majority, and you've got a good chance to have a real good committee chairmanship or subcommittee.
Even though he voted against Pelosi for leader?
Maybe, you know, yeah, that could be a risk, and good for him for doing it. That was the right thing for the party in the long term. But at least you'll be in the majority for sure, or at least hopefully. But if you don't run, it makes it all that harder for us to pick up that couple dozen seats, because then we need to put that money into knocking off one or two term Republican incumbents or other open seats. Don't create an open seat for us. If you don't run, it's a toss-up race. If you do run, it's likely Dem, and we can maybe help get the party as a whole.
Help us save money so we can flip a district in Missouri, Ohio. Okay. Eric, what is your opinion of, I'm not sure I call it a flip-flop, I guess the new decision from Ed Perlmutter? Does this harm him in any way? And do you think it's more about getting pressure from the outside, or him finding that fire in the belly again?
Oh, it's probably both. Life's complicated, and it's never usually one thing. It's some combination of factors. I need to start by saying Ed's one of the good guys in Colorado politics, and there are not enough of them. And Ed's one of the good guys. But yet, this whole thing, as Ed's played his card, strikes me as somewhat unseemly. I think politicians are allowed one never mind, and Ed Perlmutter used his never mind in terms of announcing he was running for governor, becoming the nominal frontrunner in that governor's race overnight, and then a month or two later backing off and saying, oh, never mind, I'm not running for governor. But in that, he was pretty emphatic and pretty clear that he was not running for Congress. And so a lot of other people, up-and-coming, young, talented Democrats, four in particular, sort of staked their future on it and raised a lot of money and put a lot of time and shoe leather into those campaigns. And then Ed came along again and said, oh, never mind again. I think the second oh, never mind is a little problematic. It does not hurt Ed in any way, shape, form in terms of his ability to be reelected to Congress. That will be an easy reelection. I'm not sure I completely buy David's analysis about, because I think that would have been a Democratic seat, particularly in 2018, no matter if it was Andy Kerr, Brittany Pedersen, Dominic Moreno, any of them. I think it was a Democratic seat. So I'm not sure I'm buying into David's analysis. If it hurts Ed at all, it would be if he's looking at a 2020 Senate run against Cory Gardner or some other play down the road. He's going to have to demonstrate some intensity of commitment and some credibility when he gets into that race, because people are going to have the never mind on their mind.
Penn, does this hurt the Democratic bench, those four folks that were going to run and probably move up into the Democratic echelons here?
No, I don't think it does, for a couple of reasons. I don't quite buy David's theory on why this happened, but I have a different theory that maybe David may be attracted to. I'm not convinced it's the external forces in the National Democratic Party that encouraged Ed to rethink this. I think it may have been more a function of Colorado Democratic Party politics. You look at this. In this race, you had 3 young, up-and-coming Democratic legislators, where Democrats hold the House and are a vote away from the Senate. And you're rolling into redistricting time again. And you're running the risk where all 3 of these folks could be out of office because they're all running for Congress. They can't run for both positions at the same time. So then you have to backfill and make sure Democrats can field candidates to win all 3 of these open seats and pick up a seat in the Senate and hold your majority in the House. So, I think that there are other things at play, and I'm sure that Peterson, Kerr, and Moreno will have some other considerations come their way because they stepped aside.
Patty, wrap it up for us.
Well, it is too bad for the people who'd already thrown their hat in the ring before. But I don't think it was external. I think this was all internal for Ed, and regaining the fire in the belly was maybe no harder than having some Santiago's hot green chili.